Right, just getting set up here. Just give me one moment. Oh, right. Here we are. This is the very last Pathologic Classic HD stream. So I started playing this game on stream in 2022, and now it's 2025 somehow, and finally, yeah, here we are. Today is the last day. The choice has to be made. So what we're going to do today is just wander around, try to survive, and really enjoy our final stroll through town, because this is it for me in terms of Pathologic Classic HD playthroughs. I won't see the need to do another one for quite some time, I don't think. At least a couple of years. We'll move on to Pathologic 2 and Pathologic 3, obviously, but to me this sort of feels quite momentous, really. I'm going to close the book on the whole era of streaming, and sort of a big chunk of this project that really I started out this channel with is playing through the original Pathologic, which is my favourite game of all time. And I think after this playthrough, to be quite honest, I think it remains so, at least most days. There's still something incredibly special and welcoming and enticing and foreboding about this game, and I think the whole game is just really gorgeous and beautiful, and it has this deep humanity to it, regardless of the acts of some of the creators and that kind of thing. One of the creators in particular, obviously, Dybowski, but this game still, I think, lingers in my mind, and will always linger in my mind as the game that not only set me on the path to becoming a video game scholar, but also what led me to be sitting here today talking to you. So I will always have this game to thank for that as well. It really did change my life, and I couldn't imagine what things would have been like if I had said, no, I'm not gonna bother spending the $2 today. Maybe I'll play this game some other time, but I took a chance, and I really did end up obviously enjoying it. Just gonna tweak the volume just a little bit for myself. So it'll be nice to take sort of one last on-stream look around. Obviously it won't be the last time I play it off of stream, because I'm still doing research into the game and still constantly contemplating the game and trying to write videos about it and all this kind of thing. But I do consider this stream that you're watching right now to be the final act, if you will, of this sort of starting project to stream. This is what my Twitch channel has been building towards, right? To stream the entirety of the original Pathologic, and we've done it. So the first thing though is to figure out who's still infected, right? So all of our bound are okay, and before we healed Katerina with the one thing of Schmauder that we actually managed to find. So I mean, that leans us already towards trying to obtain all of the changelings bound first. And I know I only have 2 panaceas, right? I only have 2 panaceas, but I have, if need be, I have a solution. But what we're going to try all the legal things first, because I do want to, at the end, at least show everybody what's all the endings of the game, right? Because I haven't been able to discuss the extra stuff. Unfortunately, the second layer of endings. I've just had really bad luck with some of the RNG, really, but we're going to try everything that's sort of within the game's rules and within our power to get the last few schmouters. But I know for a fact that I missed out on several things of bull's blood, which is my own fault, right? But still slightly gutting. Okay, so firstly, I'm holding these, right? I am. So first we've got Anna. Victim of your carelessness is behind this door. A victim of your negligence of a doctor's duty. Stop barking, bighead. Here, I have a panacea. Let me and I'll cure them. Give it to me. It is I who brings them back. Take it. Cool. And do let me know as well if the game is too quiet. I did doing some testing myself earlier. I hope it's still loud enough. So we have Anna in here. She's fine now.
My path was called the Angel of Death. I'm not sure myself what I used to be in the caravan. Life is hard.
Thank you. I need to live a little longer. There's one more thing that has to be done. My death will not be purposeless now. What kind of thing? I am to perform the most precious feat of all, the feat of self-sacrifice. I will do what Simon has done. Every single particle of my body and soul will become life-bearing, bursting with life and granting it to others. There will be no cannon fire. The town will continue to grow. The thread to the future will stretch from the very dawn of time. But you won't last long. You won't be enough. Consider Simon's fate. We are too few now, but if there's at least a dozen of us, it will be enough for the town to expand further and beyond. Hopefully the place where daydreams are captured and fulfilled will live to see 200 years more. And how many of those like me have survived? I don't care. I wanted to save your life, not for the sake of future sacrifices. So we are going to go for Haruspex' ending. What I might do, just because it is... Just turn... There we go, cool. We're going to go for Haruspex' ending, obviously, because we've already seen the other 2 characters' endings on stream. And I do want to finish with the Haruspex'. So, our resort, we've only got 3 lockpicks. Hello, Future Cityscape. Welcome. Welcome to the end. Hope you're ready for a good time of me wandering around aimlessly, attempting to find more schmouters when none exist. Who else was... Goodness, it was only a few days ago. No, I can't even remember. Figured yeah, this is sort of the end of an era, right? I think I remember you sort of first... This was the first set of streams you watched from me, and it was the first set of streams that I did anyway. Bachelor Pathologic, and I've definitely grown as a streamer and a person since then, so I figured today would be a good day to reflect, but also just to finish. Hello, Yoverst. Good to see you. Welcome to, as I was just saying, the end. Who was... I can't remember. Who was infected? Who was infected? Was it Lara? Yulia? Ruben? Goodness, we're just going to have to do the rounds, I guess. We got a bunch of letters as well, which I will read shortly. Just going to... Do we have any food as well? Not really. We've got a bunch of lemons, which is pretty typical for me, to be honest. Just end of the game. All I have in my inventory is lemons. Definitely Big Flood is dead. This is really, like, this is shocking. No, because I already healed, I healed Katarina, I healed Anna. Peter's definitely sick. We're gonna see. We're just gonna do the rounds. Hello, Tormented One. It's good to see you here. Welcome to the very last stream of my very last playthrough. I should have brought like a party popper that I could blast directly into the microphone for everyone's enjoyment. But for some reason I totally forgot to do that. We're all Oinons here, right? You're among Oinons. Every time, I can't believe every time I say that I have to fight the urge to say onion. It's terrible. Hello, Hank Burzell. How's it going? Welcome. It's a party, yeah. Damn. No, I really should have bought the one party popper to blast into the microphone. Damn. I didn't even bring a cake. What was I thinking? Okay, I'm also trying to figure out what the best house to break into is. I probably want to get one with the most layers. If you would have brought it, fate would have it that none of us could be here. Honestly, true. Yeah. I am wearing a party hat. Would it make you feel better if I said that I was? Because I can totally be wearing a party hat. No, they're not sick. Okay, that's good. Just, for posterity's sake, just say that I am wearing one. Let history record that, HGA, they are wearing a party hat, right? They totally remembered to, prepare for today. Excellent, thank you. Just put that on the wiki, right? You're still updating that, I hope? I feel like last time I heard about that was, you know, Silent Hill Origins era, which was a little while ago now, so. Okay, we're gonna try, I think we're gonna try break into one of these, like, bigger houses. I think it's this one that has 3 floors and maybe a bunch of children that we could theoretically trade with. Oh, that was the Origins playthrough. Still one of my proudest moments. Sold it to someone named Happy Gil. Ah, damn. I would have bid on that, you know. Damn, that was the first child I've seen in a long time. I only got painkillers, typical. Excuse me. It's really, what you have to hope for is just one child to have one schmouter. Nope. But it's, yeah, you gotta hope that particular character model spawns, and then also hope that they have a schmouter. Please. No. But you do have a lockpick actually. Which is 5, yeah. And keep the lockpick chain going. We can keep breaking into houses and increasing the chance. I want to take it as far as possible before I have to resort to any underhanded tactics. Just to see this extra ending. Yes, okay. Alright, we got one here. Okay. No. We'll restock the needles that we have. Okay. walking out of here with one schmouter at least, and a lockpick, so we're not doing too badly. We'll leave them their jar of pickles, vegetables. Okay, I definitely chose the right kind of house to break into, I think, because the spawn chances are increased. Do you have a lockpick? You do have a lockpick. Okay, I'll take that as well. I just want as many chances as possible. I'll take a flower, because I think the little girls like flowers, but they don't like the bracelets. These are the really important questions that Pathologic makes you ask yourself. Just, another curtain. After this, Haruspex is going to redecorate the place. Need some curtains to put up. Cover all the blood anyway. Maybe that can be rugs instead. Okay. One schmouter, 2 lockpicks. We've also just got to find who's infected. I don't think it matters that we killed Oyen in terms of changelings ending. Haruspex asserting dominance via interior decoration. That's what, you know, I should have mentioned that in my character analysis, but that's really how he goes about things. It's just he just smears blood everywhere, and then I guess puts curtains down. I don't know how I forgot to mention that fact. It's a really important part of his character. But oh, missed these details. Decorative lines. That's what would be in the little booklet. You know, he knocks on your door and he's like, "Hi, I'm an interior decorator. I'm really good at decorative lines." Yeah, I like that. We're gonna use that. Okay, I really want to find, who else is still infected. A ficus or two would really bring the blood together. Well, that's what I was thinking. Is if we put some herbs, you know, emphasis on the herb. Put some herbs around. It could really spruce up the town in general. Clara's, prophecy that we're going to spill a river of blood. I mean, Artemy was just like, well, okay, if I'm gonna do that, then I might as well let the place look nice, you know. Okay, who do I actually need to check? Reuben, Bad Grief, Aspity, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go this other way. But I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to jump straight into Pathologic 2 or whether we're going to wait, was it a week from now, and play some Pathologic 3, the prologue chapter to that. I haven't yet decided, so it will be up to the fates on the day, I imagine. My next stream, flip a coin. So will we play more Pathologic, or will I give that a break? But I am still looking forward to finally playing Pathologic 2 on stream, because I do remember people years ago now like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to you playing that." It's like, yep, I'll get there eventually. Okay, Bad Grief is definitely sick. Okay, so we need at least one more schmouter. Can they be helped? Can't they be helped? Even being one of the bound, if they're just an ordinary person, they can be cured just like any other healer here. It's your area of expertise. I thought of something. Have schmouter. This will cripple them for the rest of their life. It will burn all their insides along with the plague. Are you sure you want to save them from the disease at this cost? Yes, give it to them. It makes me wonder whether there was sort of originally more that the schmouter would do, right? Like, would it actually hurt the person? Would there be sort of lasting consequences? Like, now I'm imagining like a Fallout New Vegas style sort of slideshow ending, right? Where every character gets their little moment in the sun, but if you'd fed them schmauder instead of panacea, they'd be, I don't know, bedridden or just really angry with you or something. But I think I prefer the endings in this game rather than the sort of detailed play-by-play, here's what happened next. I have always liked just like leaving it open to interpretation and letting your imagination do the work, and you have to have paid attention to the characters to sort of figure out what's going to happen to them next in the scenario that you've set up, which is part of what I like about the character analysis videos too, is trying to hypothesize exactly how each character fits into each ending. I'd just like to thank everyone as well for the really incredibly lovely response to my Grace analysis video, especially because it's been so long since I've done an actual Pathologic related video essay. It's been nice to see lots of familiar faces in the comments come back. Like I really do appreciate seeing everybody there. And also, yeah, a number of new faces as well. New names in the comment section. It's always just really lovely to see. Lots of great points, and I had a lot of fun making the video as well. It was a real pleasure. Oh no, like don't worry about it. If you have more important things going on, my character analysis video is not going anywhere, but I am really proud of it. I think with every single one of those videos that I've released, you can track my improvement. And if you look back at the first few that I did, I think, and then you look at the ones that I've done, the more recent ones, so Aspity and especially Grace, my video essay craftsmanship has actually substantively improved. Especially with the wonderful feedback that you provided Future Cityscape for the video I released prior to that. It let me just do a few really important sort of polishing things that perhaps I otherwise would have forgotten. But it was weird going back to that video essay to start with, I think, because I'd actually started writing it. I checked when I'd started writing the document, and it was in 2021. And even if I hadn't touched it in a number of years, obviously, it was still weird to sort of speak words that I'd written, 3, almost 4 years ago now. It was kind of fun to sort of bring that energy back to life, to sort of resurrect some sort of old part of me. I don't know whether it's even noticeable anymore, because I did edit it a little bit. All the old stuff, but Frank Lindsay's hello, I was actually here on time, then I got up for water and forgot everything and went back to bed. That's alright. I'm pretty sure that's pathologic, right? You get up, go to get something from the grocery store, you go back and you're just like, screw it, I'm going to bed. And give Peter the panacea. Cool. Okay, we can talk to Peter since he'll have the utopian generic dialogue, right? But it's good to see you though, Frank Lindsay's. Thank you for coming.
Her face is fading away. Are you sick or something?
Oh, I know you. Have I never spoken to him before on this playthrough? Yeah, you're that salesman who used to sell me excellent drawing paper. Used to cut it wrong though, you started from the wrong end. Thought you were dead though. My brother killed you. You can't know me, because I haven't talked to you yet, and I'm not a salesman. Too bad I'm all out of potion. I would gladly share it with you otherwise. Can't live without it, you understand? It's totally out of the question. I'm too dangerous when I'm sober. I want to keep my mind chained. That is because I am Peter Stomartin, an architect of His Imperial Highness. Nature seems to have bestowed great gifts upon you.
Old boy.
Cool, okay, so he doesn't have anything extra to say. He's just gonna say that he needs rest. I think it does. You were here earlier, in fact. Okay, who... Actually, Alexander. I haven't checked on Alexander in a long time. I think the only time I've had to talk to him was in the very early days. We'll see. Because if he's sick... No, he's not sick. Okay. I just say as well, this is still the best rain in video games. I've said that a bunch of times, I think, but I always come back to this rain sound in particular. I don't really know why. Andre's not sick. Who haven't I checked? All of mine are fine. I guess I haven't checked that one. I haven't checked Vlad the Younger. Aspety's fine. Mark was fine, obviously. Ava? Oh no, wait. Maria was sick, wasn't she? She was the other person. So maybe we just need one more Schmauder, right? Maybe. That would be ideal if that was the case. I can't think of anyone I haven't checked otherwise. Though I feel like this happens to me every time. I only need one more, and then I just can't find one more Schmauder. Or I can't find the last person who's actually infected. But yeah, all of mine are fine. Nothing to worry about there. So I accidentally got Notkin sick. I healed him a few days ago with a panacea, I believe. Okay. Let's wander back down. And we're going to break into some more houses. Got 4 lockpicks. It was accidentally. Totally. I like Notkin, you know. I don't know if there's anyone on this list I would actually want to get infected, especially considering they're all children. Let me just say I don't advocate for sand plague parties where children can pick up an immunity to the sand plague. That doesn't work. It's just better to give them a panacea, you know, in the first place. Okay. I wonder, does it... I don't want to try. I don't want to risk breaking into the same house. I'm sorry, that did feel quite painfully topical. Okay. Wait, put your fist down, don't... That's what Big Panacea wants you to think. Now that you've said that, I don't know why, my brain immediately defaulted to just the big model, big 3D model of the Panacea with googly eyes, talking to everybody. I don't know where that visual came from, but apparently that's where my brain's at right now. They want to take down the Schmauder market. They're gonna put all those kids out of a job. You're right. What was I thinking? Okay, come on. There's gotta be someone. Okay, please. Do you have a Schmauder? You do not have a Schmauder. I really feel like I only need one more, which is so painful. Okay. Big government trying to shut down the Facebook mum Schmauder support groups. Not again. Pathologic is too real. Too real. Sorry about that, buddy, but If you're gonna stop me stealing from your house, I mean, I just can't abide by that, I'm afraid. I really need lockpicks and Schmouder. You just wouldn't understand. I'm sure he's fine. He's a medical professional. You can take someone down without killing them, obviously. Actually, yeah, I feel like all the children probably just spawn on the ground floor, but... Well, ground or first floor, I mean. You're having a good time. Okay. Yeah, there's something... I just really like the charm of the interiors. He's got the Kiryu Yakuza ability to stab someone in the stomach and not kill them. Let's say for the purposes of the giant children in the sky that he does, and you know, his reputation shouldn't go down. Let's say, because he didn't kill them, he just knocked them out. The secondary stomach, exactly. No harm, no foul, right? Okay. Let's try this house. Alright, this time don't go inside with your fist raised. That comes later, right? Okay. But yeah, I love the wallpaper textures. Like, there's something so simple about them, but they give me, yeah, very familiar to me, both because I play this game a lot, but also because, yeah, I feel like I've been places like this before. You don't have anything I need. Damn. That's alright. Hopefully one of your clones upstairs does. If this house has upstairs clones. This might be a bad luck, this house. Do you have lockpicks, or... No, because I have so many razors. I don't know why I have so many razors. I guess Adami really needs to shave at the end of this. I'll just take that, because yeah, he's not going to notice. Yeah, I love this sort of, like, it already looks moldy and decrepit, right? Like, it's already just such a weird, foreboding environment. Okay, anyone in here? Nope. Nothing that anyone would want. Nothing that the little kids would want anyway, which is the important thing. Earrings, which I don't think they want either. Okay. Nice grimy floor as well. I might think about cleaning that. Girl. I will take a lockpick from you, if just because I know I have enough nuts to get you know, more schmouters if need be. I've had a, yeah, that was a bit dodgy. Didn't really get anything from that one. Let's try this one instead. Huh? Oh wait, that's the Hunchback's house. Yeah, of course. I do like that this is literally just a part of my day 12 routine, is just stockpiling lockpicks and proceeding to break into people's houses just to trade with people in peace for once. I don't know why, you know, everyone's so antisocial on day 12. They're just over it. Nope. Come on. Oh. Thank you. Okay. Just give away 10. Should I give away 10 of those or give away all the nuts? Because these are 2, yeah. We'll do that. Okay. Thank you. Save the game. I feel like my luck has, in comparison to previous day 12 live stream attempts. My luck is slightly turned because I don't remember. I feel like I only got one spouter from like all the houses I checked. So to have two in quick succession is actually pretty lucky, I feel like. Maybe the game understands that like this is the end, this is the chance to like showcase the last bit that the game has to offer. And if you don't do it now, you're gonna do it years down the track, so you might as well do it now. Hopefully the rest of the stars continue to align. What do you have? Wow, that's startling. What's wrong with you? Artemy chooses to ignore that. He's just like, let's trade, okay? Like, I'm not in the mood. Just because I'm actively infected and I've broken into your house and I'm rifling through all your drawers, like that doesn't mean you have to be afraid of me, you know? I'm just really sick, it's fine. And I'm getting medicine to heal other people, not myself. So I'll be fine. Just gotta make it through one more day, right? And then I can make a lot of panacea. Okay. Let's go see Maria. Let's clip into the level geometry first, that's what I forgot to say. Then let's go see Maria. And now the infection is a problem. I mean, if I found one more schmata for myself, that wouldn't be bad, but if Maria is the last person to heal, that would be really, really nice. I can't remember how many other things I need to hoard normally. Sometimes I do feel like it is like totally down to RNG who gets infected, but maybe I just never pay enough attention to that at the end of the game. All the better, stand your guard. Have the schmouter, give them the schmouter. Go in. Maybe does she have something to say? Or she's just say she needs to rest.
My path was called the Return of the Magic. I wanted to claim the power to create a place of miracles and lovely lawlessness.
I'd have no future if not for you. The cause that I serve could fail without me. Thank you. So what kind of future is destined for you? The town will be rebuilt. We will transfer it to the other side of the river. The land is clean there. Nobody will disturb us. The polyhedron will become the foundation of a new settlement, just like the abattoir had become one for the Doom settlement, and a new era will set in. I'm afraid this time will never come. We're too few now. I won't succeed by myself, of course. Every person counts. Do you know how many of us have survived? I don't know. At least you won't die. I don't care about the rest. So I do, yeah, like, the utopian ending appeals to me other than the fact that it's the Canes that would be running it, and the Canes are probably not to be trusted. But otherwise, I mean, I like the sound of it. Oh, Georgie's sick as well. Okay. Damn it, Georgie, you must have got sick like just yesterday. It's really annoying because now I have to find one more, and I'm not going to be able to find one more because this game is going to decide that it hates me. Even though I just said how much I liked the game, so it's just going to be how it is, isn't it? Which ones have I already been into? We could try a house like this, I suppose. We'll try it to start with. If it's a dud and no kids spawn at all, I won't try it again. And yes, I still have to read those letters, don't I? No. No. Okay. This is the thrilling climax of 3 years of on and off playing of this game, by the way. This is how it ends. Me rifling through people's cupboards and drawers. And I mean, frankly, if you've watched anything so far about this game, you'll know that this is, of course, the only way the game could end. In the last 3 years of on and off streaming, this is, of course, the only way that could end as well. No children at all in this house. And the morning of the 12th day has come. Total death toll 7,524 people. Today is the final day. You've less than 14 hours to make the right choice. Day 12, in which it finally becomes apparent what it was all about. This girl is running around in terror because I stole, 1 cent from the cupboard. I love that. I love that the pathfinding of the AI can also occasionally find their way up the janky hit detection and geometry of the level. I think it's just... Don't you agree? I think that's just perfect, right? Just perfect. Yeah. No. Totally. Oh, you're done listening. Okay. Right. Well, you seem busy. All right. Okay. Fine. That's fine. Try and make polite conversation. Jeez. Some people just... Jeez. Alright. Clara's letter. I know you're interested in pairs, oppositions, and other meaningful similarities, so let me remind you of something. The first pair should be read as follows. If the Urdur your father spoke of as the town, then the polyhedron is your sacrifice. There is no other way, since the two are correspondent to each other. Crush the polyhedron, and rivers of blood will flow, the underground ichor emerging from within the hollow rod on which the tower stood. The second pair means, if Aglaia is your sacrifice, then Simon is your Urdur. In this case, you have no other choice but to protect the polyhedron. I am staying in the left wing of the termitory. Come and see me if you please. My plan is the only one that's feasible. Nothing will have to die. And then... Yes, I think... Yeah, so there's 3 letters here that I might as well read from yesterday. So, the Bachelor. Proof of Aglaia's deceit. Aglaia made fools of us all. Both were pawns in her terrifying maneuver. That's the way it is. Ask her yourself. Block and I have her cornered. We have completely disarmed her, so she has no choice but to confess. My dear Barak, she is your sacrifice. I don't think it is at all necessary to slit her throat with your own knife. You see, if the town is destroyed, the head of Aglaia Lilich will be separated from her shoulders in less than a day. It has transpired that this whole situation affords her a stay of her death warrant. If she presents the town entirely purged of any disease to the powers that be, she is granted pardon. The issue is, it is impossible. The disease has soaked the town. It keeps rising up from the very roots of it. Hello, online lover. Good to have you here for the very last Pathologic stream I'm going to do. It's doubly deplorable that when she deceived you, she didn't merely save her life. She pursued her own purpose too, which is to destroy the polyhedron. The disease can be destroyed only if we destroy the town. There is no other option. By your own reasoning, I cannot be wrong about it, can I? Please take this into consideration if you come to the cathedral. So the Bachelor's saying basically you can't build on the town anymore because the blood is soaked through. We have this anonymous letter. Your sacrifice is Aglaia. I don't know how exactly you're supposed to kill her, but there's little doubt that the offering is her. I'm telling you this in my capacity as a true mistress. Treat this as the first of my prophecies. This is the truth. The reason why Aglaia Lilich deceived you was that she wanted to save her own life. Don't try to prevent the destruction of the town. By this, the prophecy will be fulfilled, and the kin will accept you. Ask her yourself. I doubt she has what it takes to deny it. Is this Nina? No, Maria, sorry. Didn't play this game in a long time. Nostalgia is already hitting. Yeah, that's been me returning to this game for this playthrough to sort of finish off Pathologic Classic on stream. It's just remarkable how attached I still am to like the aesthetic and the music and the writing and all the characters, just everything. It's a very special game, isn't it? So we've just got a letter about the council meeting from Aglaia. This is to remind you of the council tomorrow. Commander Block and I have reached an agreement. He will hear out any reasonable suggestion of how the town may be saved. Owing to your efforts, we have a suggestion, don't we? After that, we will hear out the mistresses. The young Olgimsky girl and Maria Kana were invited. I guess Katerina will tag along. Are you in any way related to Capella? She says she will lend us her support to our cause. Is she all right? We won't be able to resolve the proceedings without the mistresses. They are the guarantee of the town's obedience. Those wielding emergency authority will leave soon enough, and the mistresses will remain. It isn't possible to keep the town in submission unless the population behaves. Quiet is to not evoke the ever-present threat of death. P.S. Block doesn't know that we've met or exchanged letters. He also doesn't know of your friendship with Capella. This could be important. I put my trust in you, Aglaya. So we've really got a lot of... all of the games like ideological arguments starting to pile up now, right? People are saying, yeah, either... this is my last Pathologic Classic HD stream because I've previously played through the entirety of The Bachelor and also the entirety of Changeling, and now I've finally reached the end of Haruspex, and this will at least be the last one for quite some time, but I am going to move on and do Pathologic 2 and 3. So there's that as well, but this is my last Classic HD stream, which I consider to be a special occasion, given how long I've been playing this game. You don't have anything. Yes, I'm going to be playing Pathologic 2 and Pathologic 3. Pathologic 3's prologue will be out in a week, I believe, so I'm looking forward to that, streaming that. Should be fun and exciting, so I think it's a good time to actually finally finish Haruspex as well. Okay. Letter, probably, yeah, Bachelor. This is to remind you of how the Inquisitor has deceived you in regard to the Udurg, which is none other than Simon Kane, the last patient your father ever had. I'm well prepared to explain the situation to Block, although as of now I've had no such possibility because of the mutiny. The logic behind the whole affair is quite straightforward. If we destroy the town, the Inquisitor dies. If the Inquisitor dies, the polyhedron will be saved. Every fibre of this woman's being is dedicated to one purpose, eliminating the polyhedron. She would not hesitate to die if this would lead to the destruction of the tower. No one can vouch for its safety while she is alive. If the polyhedron remains intact, Simon's existence would likewise be protected, and the supreme creature your father spoke of will be formed. You'll fulfill your father's dying request, and in doing so resolve the whole situation. Hope you may see that my logic makes sense, even if my presentation is muddled. That's basically my academic process. Daniil Dankovsky. P.S. Please find an opportunity to see me if you require further proof of my correctness. Okay, so no Schmatter from this house. We got another lockpick, so we got another attempt. We're going to keep trying. Again, if it comes down to it, I have an ace up my sleeve because I do want to show everything. Okay. We'll try back at this one, shall we? We'll just go around because it does look like everything just respawns regardless. Okay. But yeah, it's sort of... is this one... Wait, this one's already unlocked? This one hasn't respawned? Do they stay unlocked? The question is, do the people respawn? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on? I needed this luck like 2 playthroughs ago. Okay. The other thing I do actually need though is bandages because I'm dying. Georgie, I'm coming. I'll give you your medication. Thank you, tiny savior child. They're finally like redeeming the stream. Like this has never happened before. I've never had this run of luck before. At the end of the game, normally I get lucky like during the game, but not like at the end. So it's fantastic to actually have this work. Here's the Schmauder. Yes, give Georgie, the old man, the crippling medicine. That will make him cough up blood and probably his lungs. That's fine. You better be grateful, Georgie, for that. Okay, I mean, that might be everyone. I don't want to say it is, but I feel like I've visited everybody. And unless Ava is sick, which I don't think she can be in this playthrough, then everyone is fine. But I really don't want to jinx it, right? I'm just gonna get some Can I afford bandages? Are you selling bandages? I can't afford bandages. Oh no, I'm gonna have to sell a knife. Thank you. If I save that. Okay. And then I'll reduce that. And hunger. So low when you played this game. It is a very, confronting, very difficult experience, right? Got another letter. A letter from the powers that be. Ripper, we thought we should write because you don't seem to be listening to what we tell you. You've gotten completely out of hand. As of late, you keep doing whatever you please. This is unacceptable. You're spoiling the game. If this letter reaches you in good time, do come to the polyhedron. They will let you inside. Keep your eyes tightly closed, descend to the bottom, and say 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. We'd like to have a little chat with you. The people who own you. Alright. Off to see the powers that be. I've waxed poetic, about this moment before, right? But this was, like a foundational moment for me in terms of my own career and what I wanted to do. I hope someday I can sign a letter with that. Same, right? That would be very very villain. You could steeple your fingers while you send it as well. Just sort of nod, perfect an evil laugh. Yeah, that sounds good actually. Yeah. I aspire to that as well. All right. Not nearly sinister enough. But you're saying I have a chance. But I'm working on it. Practice my maniacal laugh. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't really have a maniacal laugh. I can definitely, I'm pretty good at steepling the fingers though, and just brooding. I can do that pretty well. But yeah, online love, this game really changed me as well. When I played it, back in 2017 for the first time, it really depressed me. But it also, I came out of it like a changed person in terms of realizing what games could do, and also what I could aspire to, and all these really important philosophical concepts and stuff that I'd never encountered before. And also how are those disseminated as well in video games. And Pathologic is the portal, or was the portal for me anyway, to access that. And this moment in the polyhedron is the portal. The moment that I sort of stepped through the portal, and the moment I think I'd realized that I'd played something really special, even though of course I knew from the get-go this is the game I've always wanted to play, sort of thing. This is such a clever game. This was the moment where I realized, oh, okay, this game actually has changed my life. How do I reconcile that? And you have just this profound location as well. Really significant moment descending the stairs, and wondering, what exactly it is you're going to find in the tower filled with children. And of course, you find out that everything's a joke. A location that's made out of its own ideas. I played with no spoilers, that's right. This moment emotionally destroyed me, because I was like, what the hell, what was the point of any of that? I played through all of this, and what did I get out of it? Nothing. But then I realized, no, that's not the point of it at all. Who cares if it was fake? The emotions that are generated were still real, and the fake children in the game can't tell me what I experienced was not real. And that changed my perception of video games, and I suppose art and literature more generally. in terms of like their artifice and artificiality of actually what matters is not how concrete they are, but the emotions that they produce. And at the end of this game, reframing fiction as something that's important to the viewer and the reader, rather than as some sort of other extension of reality, I think was a moment that really changed me. And then I started to think, okay, well, but how did it work on me like that, and how does the game lead you towards this conclusion? And then I started writing about the game and thinking about it, and then of course I am where I am now because of this game, and my interest in it really is what got me started on academic theory and so on. And like this moment, this music is sort of firmly entrenched in my mind. That fateful day that I decided to boot up my rubbish old laptop and finish this game for the first time. Deeply profound. Very, very, very interesting. Right. Look, Horospex is here. He's so big. How'd you find us? Oh, so lifelike and so angry. I want you to tell me everything. No problem. What do you want to know? What diabolical game are you playing? Look, it's a magic sandbox. See how it reflects in the mirrors? It's because everything's for real there. Here's a town, we've made it out of sand, and there's this awful thing going on there. An epidemic. So it's all crumbling, the town is falling apart, but we've sent heroes there to fix it. To fix it? It's rotting, see? Ugh. We hoped they'd think of something. Mure it in sand, at least. They're magical too, the heroes are. Take you, for example. Look how it all worked out. Used to be a doll, and now you're alive. Perhaps the rest also work like this? Did you know that your dolls were alive? Everything is alive around here. It's the structure. It brings things to life. It's not like we're twisting anyone's arm. It just happens, all on its own. We only built the town, and then it became miraculous all on its own. And the dolls, we just stuck the throwaway ones in. They were lame anyway. Oops, sorry. Just don't you dare crush anything here. I'll try to fix it. Don't be upset. Being a toy is also nice. But why did you play it like this? We've been to a funeral. We've just come back from a cemetery, actually. Oh, I see. So who died on you? We won't tell you. In fact, it's all just fantasies anyway. No one's died. It just doesn't work like this. There's no death, get it? But why did you need dolls? Couldn't you have played without us? Well, we did need to find some use for you. We never liked you all that much anyway. You've always been the scary doll. Playing with you was no fun. So you stuck the throwaways into the thick of it. The ones that could fix things. You can't always have a smart doctor man at hand. That's just how the game goes. Will you help us heal the town? I will. Have anything else to say? See, doll, it was us. We've arranged all this. Turned out to be great. Never made a world like this before. It's magical. We planted it, and here's what has grown up. Now there's rot everywhere. I am a human being. In that case, you're a human being that closely resembles one of our toys. It's a ripper, but we call it Burak for fun. There's nothing funny about it, you little bloodsucker. Stop moaning. Get up and help us fix the town. You were doing well. Just a little bit left till the game is over. It's time for us to go home anyway. It's time for you to go to a youth detention center. I'd forgotten how incredible some of these lines were. You're calling me a doll, you whelp? Hey, don't call me names. Take it easy. Okay, it wasn't me who's made you, but I've had you since I was 3. You're a doll. Ask anyone. Your name is Horospex. You are a ripper. You're always a bad guy when we're playing. Your face is all bruised and messed up. Yeah, that much is true. The headache is splitting. How about I mess your face up? Really? So you're not a doll? Go ahead, hit me then. Well, why are you just standing there? I dare you. Hit me with everything you have. What shall I do now? Stop moaning, yeah. It's time for you to go to a youth detention center. I'll say it again. Yes, it was soul-crushing when I played it for the first time. It took about like a week for me to sort out my emotions on the game. It definitely wasn't immediate. I walked away from this play session back in 2017 like, how do I actually how do I actually deal with these emotions? Why do they say that Haruspex is the scary one? I feel like they say that each of them is scary in their own way, right? But I think Haruspex in particular is, classically sort of brutish and, the one who gets his hands bloody, right? If that's what you're referring to. I hope I can still switch places with you someday. Everything happens. Only I will be more humane. Yeah, Haruspex has more bloodshed. I'd agree with that. Do you have anything else to say? Oh, there's rot everywhere. I see. Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's this moment, this little garden. Really changed my perception of video games and how I, as a player, like, am relating to it. They're saying that, why did the game have to be this way? Why did the designers design the game this way? What purpose does the player have? What does the player actually add to the video game experience? And that question is always going to be different depending on the game and the designer's intent. But the player is an affordance of video games, the fact that you play it. The impact that Pathologic's narrative has is because you play it. And that's so important, so profound, right? The fact that we're actually active agents in this world, and then to have the artificiality of video games made sort of painfully apparent, like, that's sort of deeply frustrating, right? Obviously, to say, well, yeah, like, actually, what is the point of this video game business? What do we, as players, like, add to the experience? And there's a lot of game studies theory that deals with, the importance of choice, and how the player interfaces with game rhetoric and that kind of thing. So what's the game's argument? What's it trying to tell you? It's a very intelligently written game. There's just a lot to it, obviously. And I've obviously spent the last 3 years making video essays on it, and I'm going to spend much longer doing so. Any game is some version of kids playing make-believe. Well, exactly right. And that was part of the realization that made me like, oh, okay, like, why does the game telling me it's not real? Like, why did that impact me so much? And how do I work through those feelings? Like, that was an important sort of step as I was, like, ruminating on the game, brooding with my fingers steepled in the corner of the room, how am I actually, relating to the game like this? And yes, so we got the letter from the makers. Yay! Please do come by to meet us at the theatre if you have a spare minute. We'd like to have a rather inconsequential but mature talk with you. We apologise in advance for the inconvenience. People who executed the whole thing. And also we got this extra quest here. Or the mission has been replaced, rather. Indeed, it was a sandbox plague. The children who were playing there must have been on their way home from the funeral. A sorrowful game may have seemed an appropriate diversion to them, or maybe they simply felt their childhood was slipping away. One way or another, the hero has been bitterly deceived. All this time, the hero took himself to be a living man who was trying to rescue his fellow human beings. Beyond doubt, this belief has filled him with fervour, helped him to reach the finale, even be somewhat triumphant. In vain. It was all in vain. The hero was but a puppet, striving to help the imaginary population of a town that was nothing more than a drawing. Strangely, there was still not a word to be heard from the powers that be. Perhaps they became bored of it all, who were called home for supper. I just really love that final line. And you think for the whole game the powers that be is this sort of council of supremely important people all the way back in the capital, and of course no, just two kids playing a game, probably too mature for them, in the yard, but trying to make sense of the world through that game as well.
What is there to talk about now?
Perfect narrative framing. So, have you made a decision? About what? It's high time you make choices. As for me, before the artillery starts firing, I'm packing my belongings and leaving this town, having grabbed some people I want to save. Could have found my own solution, but I don't have the time. What would your solution be? I could make them destroy the settlement along with the Bull project, yet the polyhedron would remain. Block assured me he'd fire a strike so precise that the other shore of the Gorkon wouldn't be scathed. The river will swallow the plate, he said. The people will die if we destroy the town. Oh, look around. There's no one left alive except for the two of us. The infected ones don't count. They have less than 24 hours to live in any case. I could at least help them. Really? Then could you please make it so that I could show up at the council and present the commander with arguments in favour of the following arrangement? The corrupt town disappears from the face of the earth and the polyhedron stays. It's aseptic and damn it, it's simply worthy of preserving. What do you need to do so? If my band are alive, I'll be with you at the council. Are you sure they really are alive? Do you really want me to come to the cathedral and join the council? Yes, your band is safe and sound. I'm counting on you. I went on.
Cost what it may, the tower should remain intact. The tower is clean.
Are you aware that we turned out to be toys? Really? You're kidding. Though figuratively speaking, that is true, after a fashion. We are all mere toys in the hands of Providence. No, Oinon. I mean literally. You're a toy. I am a toy. We are mere dolls made of rags, sawdust, whalebone, and hell knows what else. Have you gone mad? No. My eyes were opened. You have owners. They are children. The game they're playing with us is almost over. I hope my side wins. No. You lose. They don't love us, by the way. They're fed up with us. That's why we're stuck here. They've stuck us here. Very witty, Burak. Forget it. My laboratory is beckoning to me from the capital. I can't for too long entertain the thought of it also being a dollhouse. I'm an adult man that has responsibility to bear, you see. I invent medicine that helps with old age and death. Out of nuts, syrup, and sleeping pills stolen from the adults. Don't make me laugh. Enough. This isn't funny anymore. You failed to grasp anything at all. So he doesn't really get the opportunity to see the truth, since it is us, the player, that injects that meaning, right, into the character and into that that moment. But it's we who animate the character, who make the game alive. That's really the important thing. That without us, the game might still be doing something if we turn it on and leave it in the background, but it certainly wouldn't be the same. The game needs us, in a sense, to attain meaning. But we need to play the game also to discover its meaning. So it's a kind of a symbiotic relationship going on between the player and the game, right? Which is what's so important. So we'll go to the theatre, and then we'll see Clara, and then we'll sleep, and then we'll go to the cathedral. And then we'll make the final choice, and we'll end the game, which is going to be a really pretty weird moment for me, to be honest. It's going to be the end. Alright. Time to see what's going on. Come in, good sir. They're waiting for you. Whoa, you are uncannily polite. And here we have the representations of the developers themselves prancing across the stage, ready to explain the whole thing to us. The executor and the tragedian. Here we are. Hello. The hero is a doll, but so are the children. The real game is what's happening between you and us. I cannot leave Haruspex' body. You're imposing your limits upon me. Haruspex has lost his battle for freedom since the very day he was born. What about you? Well, I wanted to stop the epidemic. But did you understand what the epidemic really was? I know now that it was all a children's game in a glass sandbox. But what for? Was the disease the true evil, though? The disease is only a method. The evil's weapon, just like a scalpel is yours. The disease will go, devouring itself. Then there'll be war, famine, heresy. Was it really worth the effort? Look around. All this for a single, wretched town? No. It was the town that had been built for you, not the other way around. We apologize if it's been a disappointment. So you're curious as to what fate I will choose for the town? You have to make sure that it is truly you who is making the decision. Are you absolutely positive that your choice is not predetermined by anyone or anything? Could it have been otherwise? Oh, absolutely. When every step you take has been predicted, you're still free to either take it or not. When it has been foreseen, however, you remain a mere puppet in someone else's hands. Being my puppeteer is way too good a position for you. Good, if it really was you. The only enemy, the only evil in the story, you see, is called inevitability. I'll be the one to say the final word. But of course the irony of this conversation is that the dialogue options themselves are limited, and so are our choices at the end. So of course all of this has been foreseen and coded into the game itself, which is the deep irony of what they're trying to impart to you. You see how sad our fortune is. We put all our hopes in you. We poor actors were hoping you'd become the director of a new show. The old one has been beaten to death, but you turned out to be a doll. That was a blow for me too. I thought I was a human being. You don't have to do any of this. Who are you talking to? I know. Please do not feel yourself obliged to do anything. Who are you talking to? So yeah, they also advocate for, oh, just don't do anything. Just don't worry about it. You can just sit back and let time pass. Which I can't remember if this is something I've mentioned before, but Alexander Galloway's ambience act is, a good way of describing what happens when you just sort of take your hands off and watch the game advance without you. But I don't think it counts in Pathologic as an ambience act. It's something else. I think the ambience act is, as defined by Galloway, is this the state in which a game loops. But of course, in Pathologic, time passing actually does matter. But yeah, nonetheless, like the act of not making a choice is still a choice, right? No matter what people dressed in theatrical bird costumes will tell you, that itself is still a choice. Of course, we're not obligated to do anything, but perhaps it is better to make a decision rather than to abstain. And then, of course, in the case of the bad ending in this game, let the plague win, essentially. Okay, almost there. Let's go invite Clara, and then we've got to survive until the cathedral opens, have our last set of conversations, and roll credits. Right, Clara, where are you? It's just as long as she's not up the staircase, I think, which is the important thing. Do you have... You don't have bandages either. Well, don't need this anymore, so I'll take the best painkillers you got. Okay. Have a lemon as well. It's on the house. Okay. Talk to Clara. Run to the workshop. And yeah, then we'll sleep. Run to the cathedral. Yeah, the Bachelor's arguing that polyhedron could be the Udurk, which it could be. I do think, yeah, like the argument between Haruspex and Bachelor is definitely best, I think, in the Bachelor's, no, sorry, in the Haruspex's route after you have the context of everything the Bachelor goes through. Otherwise, yeah, you sort of wonder, like, what is actually redeeming about this town? But I'm not going to destroy the town today, because I've already seen and done that back when I played through Bachelor, I think in 2022 and 2023. So we're going to destroy the polyhedron instead, make Panacea for everybody, and live safely and comfortably with the children being the future, but also able to grow up.
Things.
See how everything turns out? Who could have thought? You have to sacrifice something, either the town or the polyhedron. One of the queens wants to destroy the wondrous tower, while the other seeks to raise as much as possible just to make sure. That's just how the world goes. The world isn't as simple as you think, Barak. I know how to arrange it so that both the town lives and the polyhedron stands. It will all be just like it used to be. And how will you arrange that? It's a secret. Something has to be sacrificed anyway. A lot, really, but these are things that actively want to disappear off the face of the earth. Nothing to regret about. Curious, what are these things? What do you care? They're but fuel that would allow me to preserve the old state of being. Those the powers that be will be delighted. They really shouldn't have persecuted me. Could have offered them a wonderful gift. What do the powers that be have to do with this? Whatever the powers that be claim, they don't really care about the disease. Look at that pout. The town, the town, the town, and the precise state it's existing in now, that's their primary concern. A town whose juices flow to feed the blooming and active polyhedron. Chimera. A greedy, insatiable chimera. But you think you could arrange that? If my confidants are alive, I will come to the council with you, and there won't be a single queen there that I won't be able to convince to my cause. But are you absolutely sure they are alive? Do you really want me to come to the council? Yes. All your bound are well. Come to the cathedral.
I'm so tired, I might faint.
Are you aware that we're toys? Of course I am, were you not? I wasn't, and you're so calm about it. Little puppets we are, true, but it's not the puppet that matters, but whose hands control it. Have you seen them? I have. They probably think themselves so big, think they're real human creatures, little baby kids, don't they? Aren't they? I wouldn't be so sure. I have a gut feeling about it. That's my knack. What can you do? And the Bachelor is probably still thinking he's a bachelor, doesn't he? Huh. He would have got on very well with those kids. I doubt that.
People are willing to sacrifice themselves so that the town survives. Help me get to the cathedral. I'll show you.
Turns out that you're a toy, Clara, and I'm a human being. Are you sure? No, not really. I am. So I'm not human. That gives me a huge advantage over you. Why? Because you think I'm a toy. I know who you are, but you don't actually know who I am. So I have an advantage. How so? Who are you fighting all this time? Oh, you human. The inevitability. Do you realize now that you have lost? There's nothing to be done? It's too late? Alright, let's go to the cathedral. So yeah, I love that, just supreme confidence, because of course, yeah, she finds out earlier, as we've already seen, that it was a perfectly timed scream. I agree. Just let the game end. You've been playing this for 3 years. Why aren't more games like this? The simple answer is that well, there are really two answers. Firstly is that games that are made like this don't tend to sell very well, which is a great tragedy of the world and sort of all or many great works of art, is that they aren't popular until they are, because they're difficult to get a hold of, or difficult to understand, or challenging, confronting one's own worldview and that kind of thing. But also just simply because they're hard to make. This wasn't a game that came out of nowhere and can be coupled together in a short amount of time. The simple fact of the matter is the game didn't make a big enough impact when it first released for anyone to look at it. A bad English translation certainly didn't help. But also just that, it's a difficult game to take lessons from, I think, because it's so different than conventional video games. And again, that's a challenging part of Pathologic, is that not only does it challenge your worldview, but it challenges your, what can a video game actually be? What is it actually? And that's such a challenging thing to actually wrap your head around and understand. Of course, the meta commentary stuff is an important part of the game. Hence the difficulty of recommending a game that actually advocates for a player to experience pain and suffering. There's already a lot of that goes around in the world. Why would we want to subject ourselves to more of it? It's a safe environment, first of all, but there's just a lot of things that we can learn about ourselves and reflect on if we play this. And just a lot of people, understandably, aren't willing to play a game that subjects themselves to that as much as I wish that they would, as highly as I do recommend this game. Changeling will come to the cathedral, can perform some kind of miracle to protect us all. Cool, so what I'll do, I will have this, I will go to sleep, and we'll make our way across town. Cool. Aglaya's letter. Our fate will be decided today. There are so many things I want to tell you, but would never dare to utter. I'd rather not write you at all than influence your decision. The one thing I am fully convinced of is that your father's inheritance, denoted by the sign of the Udurg, is the town itself. The settlement made of 3 parts, earth, the knots, and the stone yard. Everything else I would expect you to know already. We won't see each other before the council. This is how it has to be. Whatever you choose, I'll understand it. Block's letter. Artemi Burak. Love the exclamation mark. If what I am told is right, you must be the only physician of some moral integrity in the town. You're the only one to have avoided any dealings with the wretched Inquisitor, a fact all the more confirmed by her trying to give me the opposite impression. I'm somewhat confused, so I believe the best I can do is to go along with your decision, whatever it is. The proceedings are to begin at 7 in the cathedral. Before 6:30, you may find me at the town hall. Alexander Block. Just for anyone watching who was wondering what my insurance policy was, I just had 1 or 2 schmouters, extra schmouters, squirreled away, just in case, But fortunately, it didn't come to that. All right, let's go. Yeah, make this final decision. Let's make this happen. Let's just pretend you didn't see anything as well. That's our little secret. All right. Let's see. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think there's another sort of substantive conversation with everyone. HGA is playing a game with us. We're playing a game that is playing them for a game. Rude on top of rude. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to lean into the spirit of Pathologic. Just a quiet little reveal. The pointlessness of my own searching for more schmouters. If I really hadn't been able to find any, I had a few a few spare. So I don't even know why. It's total habitual instinct to check these bins, even though I have no reason to. There's nothing is going to kill me unless I climb up something and jump off of it. Yeah, the infection can't kill me. I have full health because of that incredibly powerful painkiller I took. My hunger isn't going to hurt me because I have a lot of food that I stole. But I still loot the bins anyway, because that's what Pathologic trained me to do. I just can't help myself, I guess. It's a compulsion at this point. Pathologic neuron paths, exactly. Forge their way deep into my brain. Yeah, there's a lot people can probably say about my behavior based on Pathologic. HGA, they're that person that's so they just won't shut up about it, right? They're just that they just rifle through bins. They just can't help themselves, mumbling something about big panacea and how they're going to shut down little Schmouder. And just goodness. Really, after this playthrough's over, finally I got some stuff to work through, obviously. My pathologic neuron pathways. Come Haruspex, the assembly is awaiting your decision. Queens of this chessboard are in a deadlock. They have each other pinned down. The game may very well end in a tragic stalemate. You're a pawn that's become a queen. Finish the end game. Let me through. Hi Spicy Lena, it's good to have you here at the end. Bye Pathologic Classic HD. See you when we wait for Changeling for 6 more years. Yeah, honestly, that will probably be what happens. I'll just start playing it through all again after I finally beat Pathologic 2 and 3, but that will also probably take me some time. But who knows, my schedule's been doing alright this year. I love the flickering texture there of the bachelor's coat as well, it's just incredible. Cool, so we've seen and done everything basically that the Haruspex can see, and now it's time to have final chats with everybody.
Should I just give up?
I see the Inquisitor lady has charmed you into submission. You shouldn't trust her. She'll take advantage of us all, including you. What did she ever do to you? She lied to me. Fooled by her, I was acting on her prompts for the past few days, and I even encouraged others to do the same. My discovery has been reinterpreted and presented in a fashion that has turned truth into lies. I've been violated. So what? Think you're in a better position? She has simply chosen a different tactic for each of us. She has abused my hate and anger. She has abused your love and sense of commitment. I wonder what she did to get to Clara. She found the changeling worthy of her schemes at all. She lied to me. She had 100 schmatters in the trunk in her basement. She was just hoarding the damn things. Who would do such a thing? I couldn't imagine who. If you're still fooled by her, how come you speak so confidently? What if it's also a part of her plan? It was lucky enough to reveal her plots. I think that's because you're smarter than me, Oinon. Is that what you wanted to say? Let's put it this way, because I'm more predisposed to logical thinking. Okay, I get it. Big eye roll there. Anything else to say?
The town will have to be destroyed. It's sodden with the sand dirt that can't be eradicated.
I'll make my own choices. Why'd you bring me here at all? I don't get it. I'm giving you solid advice, and you are not listening. You'll find out soon enough. Talk to you next, Clara.
It's so cold.
That's, he's not a great conversationalist, is he? Not when it comes to, day 12, anyway. He's been through a lot, you know. We'll cut him a little slack. Well, are you planning to make up your mind anytime soon? I would still like to know how you're going to keep the town intact. We can fix him. Yeah. Burak, what are you saying? I told you it's my secret. I will only reveal that to the queens. General Alexander will never compromise. You know that full well. And if I can't persuade Aglaya that mine is the way to purge this world of plague, then nothing happens at all. What is to happen, will happen. Seems like you have a strong influence on Block. Even if I mesmerize him, he won't forget his procedure. Don't worry, I'll tell the queens everything. Separately, of course. But not to you. I don't want to see my secret become gossip all too quickly. Aren't you afraid of telling the queens? My choice demands they destroy one another, Barak. It's all taken care of. Don't you worry. I was waiting for asylum from the Scratches creator, so I have something to do while waiting for quarantine. But I got delayed anyway. Damn. So now you have to find something else to do for another 3 days. Now that's some news. My choice is full of surprises, Barak. Did you really think this little dilemma of yours was unavoidable? An either-or thing? This, dichotomy. Look at you talking. It's like you're a different person. Perhaps it's not the same me you knew before. There is more than one me. A lot, perhaps. You've got the same pretty face. But who knows whose will is behind it right now? Could it be someone in the chat behind Changeling today? Enough.
It will be as you choose.
So you are the one to make the choice. Yours shall be the mouth to utter my words now. My lips are sealed. So, you are the sacrifice I was supposed to make. Spicy Lena, I knew it was you, of course. You're the Changeling. I thought I was the Changeling, but it's good, it's nice to know that maybe we can both be Changeling. I was. If I'm captured and taken off the board, then the commander will be free to make his move. If you choose Capella's path, then I'll live. If you choose Clara's or Bachelor's path, then you'll lead me to the scaffold and fulfill your purpose. Gonna sow chaos. Is there any other way to live life? I'm evil Changeling. You're the good one. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I'm glad to be assigned good Changeling. It's very, very generous of you. How does Capella's path save you? Speak to her yourself. She is the only one who can help you keep this town alive. This is essential for saving me. What's the price of this solution? You know the answer. The polyhedron, the cause of the plague, will be destroyed. This is what Alexander Block demanded. He has to spend some ammo for his report. The town will survive. That is my pardon warrant. This is how you fulfill your destiny. But the sacrifice. The destruction of the polyhedron is quite an adequate sacrifice. The butchers may bar you from reaching the blood, but you'll be able to take it on your own. I should refrain from offering you any advice. My advice is dangerous. I must think now. I just want to check something.
Truth does not.
No, you
do as
can't.
much
You don't
good.
get any rumors. I didn't think so, but I got confused the other day. It's nice to know, yeah, right at the end, just discover that, yeah, I'm Changeling all along. It's nice and heartening, and that I have a sister as well.
No longer remember me.
So the people I've told you about are alive after all, are they not? Why do you think that my victory is impossible without them? You wanted to protect the town, didn't you? But the Udurg is a living being. It's a body that contains the world. And do you really think that the world can exist without activity inside? Who's going to govern it? Who will paint it different colours, tints and shades? I will distribute these roles among the children when they come of age. For some, Grace gets to be the beige mistress, which is so terribly exciting. Tell me what the children I've saved are going to do until then. The Mother Superior will start managing the kin right away. You don't really understand their day-to-day life, do you? You can rule and guide knowledge. It'll be the power of Malachite and Black. Go on. Notkin will be a scout, exploring the steppe for now. We'll also keep an eye on the warehouses and the station. We'll have to start communicating with the big world soon. Red gold will be his colour. Who else? Murky will look after street improvements. The town must look pretty. I will also assign her to be in charge of the water supply and the sewage. She will become the lilac mistress. That's quite... fair enough, I guess. Town planning, that's fine. Sticky will be in charge of commerce. He'll be the chief merchant, controlling all shops in the town and making sure everyone has everything they need. He'll become a ruler later, just like all the other boys you have saved. His power will be of amber colour. You're going to trust Sticky with commerce? Okay. Yeah, Grace, the beige mistress, will keep doing her job. She'll bury the dead. They have a whole realm of their own, you know, and they need a caring hand too. Beige, the most valuable aspect of this colour, is the subtle shade of dawn, a little nuance of pink and lemon. See, okay, that's nicer than I remembered, actually. Who'll be the head of all this? We will enter into a marriage with Khan. This will put an end to the enmity and the disagreements of our families. We will restore the harmony of ruling. I will become a mistress and will do what my mother used to. Khan with his army of dogheads will rule the town. I'll make him white, as I am. So that's what the town is going to be like now. Cool. Does Aglaya have anything else to say?
There's little time left.
That means what? We're all toys? Yes, exactly. Not a pleasant surprise. I thought I was a person. Well, I just found out I was changeling, actually, but I didn't know myself at first either. My only advantage was that their mother took me to bed with her when she was young. I know many things they don't. So you're older than me. Never thought about it. It's not like we have age. New ones are better than the old, that much I know for certain. But they restuffed me not long ago and made me a new dress, see? It probably makes you a bit older than me. What did we ever do to them? Me? They hate me. And I loved them so dearly all my life. When they were still little babies, I dreamt about how they will grow up one day and finally start playing with me. Instead, they loathed me, right from the very start. Was it because their mother wanted them to like me? Yes, this happens. But the plague, is it a game they play? No, the town is a toy, but the plague is real. Go outside, walk the streets, you'll see. Their make-believe has nothing to do with it. They are scared to death themselves. They just came home from a funeral. I don't even know who died yet. Maybe that's the real cause of all this. So yeah, the plague is either a real plague out in the actual world of that the children ostensibly are playing in, living in, or just symbolic of death itself, coming for even the toy town. The toy town as well will still fade and decay. I refuse to believe that. Anything else to say?
I'm dead tired.
Sorry to hear that. So you're a product of imagination, a made-up illusory creature. You don't exist. You have a fate, but not a future. Who said that? I can hear the voice, but I don't believe it is the voice of my beloved. This is the really disturbing conversation. It's me, the player. Want to chat? No, I don't. I want to be with Burak. Go away. Did you fall in love with him because he was free? But that wasn't him. It was me. When I leave, he'll turn into a stuffed dummy. Same as everyone else around you. Really? Yes. Get out of here. Scram. I won't talk to you anymore. I need my haruspecs. As you wish.
We can't let cheats play with our free will.
I like to think that since children did not make the plague, it's like the idea of reality being unfair and shitty, infecting their games and changing them forever. Yes, because the final decision, right, sort of thematically ties to whether the children are going to accept the lessons of death and dying and changing, or whether they, stay stuck. How do they process death? What do they do with death? That's really what the final choice sort of boils down to in that sense, right? Whereas, Clara's solution is to sort of freeze the town, maybe remove the number of the people who made it vital and interesting, but preserve the town itself in memory and maybe prevent the children as well from growing up, potentially. Fits with Theatre Level 2, because, yes, the game was unfair and shitty to the player as well. That's what I like about the game, is this sort of this final decision has really very many layers to it, and every single layer you can consider over and over and over again and come to a different conclusion each and every time depending on how you're feeling, and not feel like you're wrong either, or that you're making a stupid decision. Every character's ending makes sense to somebody and resonates with somebody, and all the endings resonated with me at some point. But, Haruspex' ending where the children actually get to grow up and take ownership of things themselves and change the town. That's the one that I think actually resonates with me personally the most. Really, everyone in this is getting treated unfair. Classic Russian novel style, yes. So, Burak the Healer. Your father used to be the leader of the local caste community. It is important to me. It was neither greed nor plotting nor circumstances that informed your choice, but your conscience alone. I've been given orders to level everything here, but if that's not necessary, I'm willing to trust your judgment, risking my life and honour, for I am merciful. Where shall I point the weapon? You only have to destroy the polyhedron to put an end to the disease spreading. There's no point in raising the whole town. So there's a certain deposit beneath the town that would allow you to make enough panacea? Rumour has it it's blood? Indeed. How do you prove that this choice is sensible? Here are my arguments. The panacea, the evidence of an underground blood deposit that feeds the town, my rightful and supported claim to take this blood. I've seen a report claiming the kin will not let you have this blood unless you kill the Inquisitor. Is that true? It is. How are you going to kill her? I'm not. We'll destroy the tower. The blood will pour out from the tear in the ground. That will be enough. True. That's what I've been told. Victoria Olgimskaya, styled the White Mistress despite her young age, confirms that you are capable of accomplishing this goal. The people that you have saved support your claim. Act then. The cannons will rumble at 10 to 12. Evacuate the children from there by 10. It will be taken care of. Aglaya will give orders. This is my choice. I've made my choice. I've decided what the offering will be. Aglaya will live. The powers that be have nothing to hold against her, now that the cure for the Sand Plague has been found. It's of no importance to me what the kin will think of my choice. If my refusal to offer a human being as a sacrifice means that they won't let me anywhere near the veins of the Udurg, I'll find a different source of blood with which to make the panacea. The polyhedron will be brought down and rivers of blood will sprout from the gaping hole that is left by its foundation. The prophecy was fulfilled. The lines have led me to the place where my path as a warden will commence. My father will be proud of me, I think. Any choice is right as long as it is willed. This is how it is. Do they have anything extra to say?
You've changed.
I'm looking forward to midnight. Me too.
There's little time.
We'll leave this place, you and me together.
My head
Do you have
is
any
spinning.
regrets about what you've done? Regret is the most honest of feelings. Who said that? Still don't fully get the commander. He arrives, military makes everything worse, takes a passive stance, then listens to your argument and leaves. Like, his personal story arc is fun, but what is his role in the story besides being the shooty guy? Confuses me. His certainly is, like... he probably is one of the harder characters to, like, grasp, right? Because he comes in, specifically, like, both he and the Inquisitor function on a certain level as plot devices that allow the ending to happen, right? And they're both, in the original game especially, positioned against each other. Oh, hello, you're back quickly.
Cost what it may.
And always took him as a statement that outsiders always think they know better. Yeah, that's a great one. Then he comes in and he can't fix it. And then he has to defer to the people who've actually been here for longer. And also, to a certain extent, that violent military force and application alone can't resolve a problem. Yeah, just a lesson that problems are complex and can't just be handled via violence. That's why you need the input of the healers to actually resolve the problem. Alright. This is it, I guess. Also like him being wise and level-headed. This military is still full of idiots that make everything worse. Yes. Completely. He's actually seems like a pretty decent commander. But yeah, everyone just immediately, because the plague is so bad, just rebels and disobeys him, and subverts his authority at every turn, which makes him look terrible, and then the spiral continues, right? Thank you for following, Veroid123, I really appreciate it. Right here at the final moment of Pathologic Classic HD, just before I hit the button, I'd just like to thank everybody one more time for your... At whatever stage you join me on this journey, I appreciate that you're here now, watching, because I couldn't have made it this far without you. And it's deeply surreal to actually be at the end. When I started playing Haruspex on stream, I was like, I'll never finish this. This is ridiculous. Why am I doing this again? And now here I am. So yeah, just like to say thank you. It's been a humbling, enriching learning experience for me doing this project, and I look forward to seeing everyone in the future when I play Pathologic 2 and 3 and The Void and Knock Knock and finish off the Silent Hill games I haven't played, and who knows what else in the future. It's been great to chat to everybody, and yeah, I really do appreciate it. world turns. Life gets to go on. Thank you. It's nice to have finally beaten this all on stream to document that I did beat the whole thing on stream. It's been awesome.
It was a free choice. We acknowledge the victory of the player.
It is indeed miraculous. The exit is clear. It shouldn't have happened. The miracle must be real.
All the dolls lined up in a row. No, this was Haruspeck's Void 123. This is my final on stream playthrough. And yes, we've at last shed the bodies that we've played in for so long. Can't even raise our hands. 3 years ago, I started playing up there. And back in 2017 I also started playing up there, and I've made that walk along this balcony over and over and over again, and now we finally make it here to where we shed the bodies, and of course this will not be my last time playing this or Pathologic in general, but it's been a real privilege to have everyone join the journey, and I hope you're looking forward to the next character analysis, which I actually happened to finish writing this morning. So hopefully we'll get another one of those, maybe even before the end of the month. And let's fucking go. See everyone in a week. Time to leave the stage. Right? Or is it the other way? All the dolls in a row. Yeah, out this way. Into the void. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time, when I'll probably be streaming either Pathologic 2 or 3, depending on what day I get to it. See you then. Goodbye.